Hey guys, I'm Olivier, also called Oliver Rust. That's not my real name, but I'm French. My name is Olivier. And yeah, I'm making video games in Rust with the Bevy Engine right now, just because it's fun. And just because Rust is fun, the Bevy Engine is fun as well. And yeah, I just want to show off what I've been doing for the last 2 months. So that's my first game using Rust. I've worked in game before for a few years. But yeah, my first project is called Bird Snake. As you can see, it's a clone of Snakebird. You can check it out. Snakebird is like a popular um, puzzle game. It has very cute graphics, but don't let it fool you. It's pretty hard puzzle game actually. And yeah, so I just made a clone, implemented the mechanics, nothing really new, but just it was a fun project to start. So let me show you. So in Bird Snake, Snakebird, you have this cute little snake. It moves like a snake, and like the original Snake game, but it also has gravity, so it can move on things and so on. And as you can see, you can eat food, and when you eat food, you grow. And here I happen to be stuck because I eat the food and I cannot move anymore. So that's an important mechanic of this game. So yeah, you eat food, you grow, and once you eat all the food, the cell kind of become active, and you just go through it and you move. What else in this game? What's also interesting is that you have undo mechanics. So if, for example, if I eat this first fruit here, I'm stuck because I cannot move left, right, and cannot move up because I'm too short. So I have to undo and go back and try another solution. For example, I can eat this fruit, but then I'm also stuck because no matter where I go, I'm falling to this cliff. So the solution is instead go below, turn, and now I can finish the level. So you get the idea, and I haven't innovated too much in terms of gameplay, or not at all actually. I've just implemented the mechanics just because, yeah, they are fun. And a little more, I think, yeah, you can also have two snakes and they can kind of push each other. And we can use each other as stairs in order to reach places that we couldn't reach normally. Yeah, so that's the game. I have like a cute little water effects using a vertex shader, and that's basically it. It's about 3,000 lines of code, and yeah, yeah. What I wanted to say as well is, what are the interesting part of this game and when I choose to implement this. Um, I think one interesting part is that the game itself lives in a grid, but we have smooth movement. So if I slow down the movement animation, you can see. So as soon as I hit a key, like the snake will occupy this next position, but it will take some time until the animation moves forward. And so that's quite interesting. So we have to manage the state of the grid with the cross says, okay, this cell is occupied by a wall, this cell is occupied by a snake, and so on. And obviously we have to, when we undo, we have to manage the the grid so that it's always in a coherent state. And we can use the grid for physics, like are we colliding with something. And yeah, and when I'm falling, as you can see, I'm not occupying any grid anymore. There is just only the plus grid, which means the position of the snake. And the final thing that was interesting was you can see the graphics. It's not using sprite, it's using vector graphics. So I'm generating a mesh of each single part of the snake. And when I turn, like the parts are not square because they are moving inside the square, and this one is moving out of this square. So there is like a boundary that is moving that you can see here. So that was quite interesting, challenging, and also a little bit tricky. It took me quite some time to get right, but I'm pretty happy with it. And yeah, so that's it. Yeah, you could see there's also like some tools I can use to tweak the colors. I can look at the entity. That's just using Bevy libraries. And the last part, so right now I'm starting to, I shipped this game. I'm pretty happy with the result. And now I'm kind of tearing it apart and trying to make something more original out of it. And I'm seeing if I can make it a 3D game. So I'm like taking the same mechanics and adapting it through 3D. So I can go up and go down. Yeah, I'm gonna see if it's interesting to make it 3D. Is it too confusing? Is it interesting? Is it too complex? I mean, with like 3D, yeah, it might add a complexity to a already pretty hard game. So, and I'm not really interested in making a hard puzzle, but can I make it something fun and satisfying to play? So yeah, that's gonna try, and I'm gonna keep more videos, obviously, hopefully, of the process. So yeah, stay tuned if you're interested. If you're into Bevy Engine, if you're into Rust and want to, yeah, just follow along, maybe be inspired to try your own game. I probably maybe show some code review or even code online. I'm not sure exactly why, but I'm interested to post about it. So that was it. Signing off for today. Bye-bye.